Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Baka's Top 5. Today we're going to be taking a look at what might be considered a very controversial topic. We'll be examining my top 5 most powerful superheroes as they currently exist in comics. Now here's your friendly disclaimer. These are my top 5. You will undoubtedly have your own top picks. This is simply my opinion, backed up by research and a passion for the subject. Also, I'm going to be looking at heroes as they currently are, not how they were in the past. So now let's get on with the countdown. At number 5, at possibly one of the most underrated heroes, it's Black Bolt. Now Black Bolt is king of the Inhumans in the Marvel comic universe. He is a Kree-created superhuman thanks to the Terrigen Mists, and he has the ability to create what you might consider to be a sonic scream. Now this is not necessarily a huge, important power. Plenty of people have this power. But what his power is truly described at is an electron harnessing ability that is linked to the speech center of his brain. At full power, it is said that his voice has the destructive capabilities of a nuclear weapon. However, this is a nuclear weapon that can be set off time after time after time whenever he screams. Because of this, Black Bolt usually only whispers when he talks at all. So, Black Bolt is incredibly powerful. However, he is not the most powerful superhero in this list. At number 4, and this might be the most controversial pick of them all, is Superman. Why is Superman not number 1, you ask? Because Superman was recently nerfed with the New 52. He lost a lot of the power that he had. And the power that he had before the New 52 was a shrinking of the power he had before Crisis on Infinite Earths. So in a 20 to 25 year time span, his power has been at least halved. He is much younger. He does not necessarily have all of his abilities. His abilities are not at full strength. It looks as though they are growing and that he might become just as powerful, if not more powerful, but currently he is not. He does have super strength. He's got near invulnerability. He's got his heat vision, his telescopic vision, his freeze breath. These are Superman's core powers. He does get to keep all of those. However, they are not nearly as potent as they once were. His invulnerability is not foolproof. He can be hurt by other strong beings. His strength is not nearly as great as it once was. It used to be that Superman had to hold back every time he fought somebody for fear that he might crush their face in, or, break the planet. Because of this, Superman is being delegated to number 4 on this spot. At number 3, and this is another controversial pick, because he is another New 52 alteration to a character. This is Shazam, formerly known as Captain Marvel before the New 52. Shazam is teenager Billy Batson, who has been gifted with superhuman powers thanks to the Wizard, formerly known as the Wizard Shazam. He has super strength, wisdom, speed, invulnerability. He also has magic. And that is why he tops Superman in this list. One of Superman's 2 greatest weaknesses is magic. Captain Marvel in the past had been known to knock Superman out from time to time. This new Shazam is kind of a jerk. He loves having the power that he has, and he will use it. If Superman gets in his way, he will show him just how powerful he is. Number 2 is another magical creature. Some might call him godlike. Others might say he has very pretty hair. He is Thor Odinson, the Marvel Comics version of Thor, known and beloved in many a Marvel movie, in many a Marvel comic. Now, Thor could have easily been number 1. I have read multiple countdowns where Thor got number 1 and then got bashed for being number 1. Let's look at his power set. He is super strong. He is invulnerable. He has a magical hammer. He has the ability to call down lightning. He can fly with said hammer. He can use magic to do things like travel through time at different points in stories. And he is a god. He virtually could be living forever for as far as we know. Now, here's the kicker. Thor might have easily been number 1 had this countdown gone on 5 to 10 years ago. However, thanks to a an event called Ragnarok. Asgard was destroyed, the gods were all killed, Thor sacrificed himself, and when they finally came back, they were dependent on human hosts. Their power levels were greatly weakened in order to survive in these human hosts. Later, he had to deal with the fact that other magical hammers had come to Earth and were given to various heroes and villains, making them all villains in the process. And he sacrificed his life once again to stop the serpent. Now, he was brought back to life thanks to his hammer and other magics, but he is still not as powerful as he once was. He is still extremely powerful. Strength to match Superman in his prime. Invulnerability to match Superman in his prime. Magic, though. And magic wielded in a weapon that is carried by this strength could easily crush Superman. At number 1, and this is not a character who I've seen at the top of any list, but because this is most powerful, it seems only natural that he tops my list. And that is the World Breaker himself. The Green Scar, the Incredible Hulk. Robert Bruce Banner was caught in a gamma explosion, and this radiation, along with his own rage, allowed him to transform at times of great anger into a green-skinned behemoth. The Hulk originally was angry all the time, just wanted to smash things. Throughout his history, he has gone through many different transformations. The Grey Hulk, the Green Hulk, the Savage Hulk, Joe Fixit, the Green Scar, also known as the Breaker of Worlds, or the Sakaar Son. He has been an Avenger, he has been a villain, he has been misunderstood, he has been hunted. But here is the key reasons why he is number 1. First off, when he is in Hulk mode, superhuman strength, invulnerable to most harms, he has an incredible healing factor. He is immune to disease. He is immune to aging. His healing factor is so strong that nothing kills him. He can be hurt, but this hurt is quickly fixed, and it feeds his anger. The angrier the Hulk gets, the stronger the Hulk gets. The stronger the Hulk gets, the more damage he will cause, which will in turn cause him to be angrier. An example of this was the World War Hulk storyline. He quickly smacked down Black Bolt. Now granted, I will admit, this was not the true Black Bolt, this was a Skrull in disguise, but he had Black Bolt's powers and did nothing to the Hulk. He crushed Doctor Strange when Doctor Strange was still the Sorcerer Supreme. He wrapped up Mr. Fantastic like he was made of yarn. Iron Man, even in Hulkbuster armor, stood no chance. Every hero that went up against him was thrown down. It got to the point where his anger was so great that he kind of started to cause the Earth to crack in half. He ended up coming to his senses and pulling the Earth back together. He had the ability to break worlds, he had the ability to unbreak worlds. Some might argue that he's not always this powerful. That's correct, he's not always that angry. However, Bruce Banner has come to this decision that he cannot live life without the Hulk. That he understands the Hulk, that he wants the Hulk to have his run whenever he needs it. To quote Bruce Banner's character in the Avengers movie, "You want to know my secret? How I stay in control? I don't. I'm always angry." Bruce Banner is always angry, which means he can become the Hulk whenever he wants, and Hulk can smash. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 most powerful superheroes, at least as they currently exist in comics. I hope you enjoyed this countdown, and I will be back with many more in the future. If you guys enjoyed this, I would love it if you'd hit like or subscribe. And if you want to leave a comment, leave your ideas on your top 5 most powerful superheroes. Feel free to do that. Let's get a great discussion going. So until next time, this is Baka, and I'll see you guys later.